out, man. How do women view marriage? You guys are, on the internet in real life as well. You hear the men say the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Have you guys gathered that sentiment where marriage is a bad deal in terms of the contract and what you lose, etc.? Have you heard that from the men in the space on YouTube?
From the men, for sure.
Yeah. What is MC? Hit me on This might be risky or DJ Hamp on Instagram. Send me the screenshot. um, Go ahead. My bad.
No, you were talking. I just answered your question. I've definitely heard that sentiment from men before.
Do you hear it in the earth also, or have you heard it primarily on YouTube?
On the earth as well.
Okay. What you guys think?
Do we
Everybody
think?
else.
I'll let the ladies answer.
Do
Sorry.
we hear the juice isn't worth the squeeze?
Yeah.
In real life?
Yep.
In real life, absolutely not.
All of it. Real life, YouTube, real life. It's all real life, but we're just looking at the different contact points, so to speak.
I think I hear it more so in YouTube land than I do in the real world.
Okay. Yeah. Now, to be fair, are you having those type of conversations in the real world, like in person, so to speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have relationship and should you get married conversation in the earth also?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the men are saying they're looking forward to and want to get married.
No.
Some.
I come
Not
across
some. So the majority of men. Who said some? Sis said some.
I did.
So what you think when you hit men? Oh, that's what's up, Daryl. So Daryl said he gonna buy it on the Kindle and then post it on his community law salute. And then send me the screenshot real quick, Daryl. Send it to me on Instagram just so I have it, so I can, you know what I mean? So are men against it, for it, indifferent? What do you think? Come on.
The men I know are for it. They want a specific type of wife.
Okay. Okay. Mary said, okay.
I think that's more what it is. It does come across like, males that I know, like they want it. They just feel like what they want isn't out there.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Nay, you agree with that?
To be honest, I'm not around a lot of men now, but when I was,
brother.
when I was, I don't feel like they were talking about it as much. It seemed like the men that I was around wanted to kind of play the field. But now in YouTube land, I'm hearing it a lot more. I really am.
Okay. What is the sentiment from the women you're around, including yourselves? Do you guys see the same risk? Do you guys assess the same risk as the men are saying it is? Like for yourselves, and then couple that with the women around you. What you think? Or do you guys see it as a, the fairy tale good thing that you grow up thinking it was?
Well, for being married to divorce, no. It is not a fairy tale, and it was a learning lesson. I've said this before on here. It was a learning lesson. All of my female friends are all married for anywhere from 2 to 25 years being married. So they were married when they graduated college. So for myself, it was a lesson. It was a learning lesson.
Okay. Dana, what you think? How do you view marriage? How do the ladies around you view it? Do they still want it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the overwhelming majority of the women that I know that I encounter still want it. There is definitely a few here and there that some outliers that are not looking for it, but most of them are divorced and have been married before they have that experience already. Mm-hmm. But if my friends or the women that I'm around have not been married before, they absolutely desire it and are still hopeful for it.
Okay. Do you see standards changing at all as the women get a little older or experience men even?
Yeah, I think that's pretty standard. I mean, you're as you age and you mature and you have different experiences and you're around different people and different, like you might have had a standard at one point in your life where children were a deal breaker. And then at a certain point, everybody around you has kids, or maybe being with somebody who was divorced was a deal breaker. But now we're at a time where a lot of our peers have been married before. So you just not necessarily relax your standards, but adjust and mature, and you realize what's important and what's not anymore.
Yeah. Sis, do you agree with that sentiment? What Dana just said?
I don't think our standards have changed that much. I think the men are changing. We got dudes out here talking about desiring to be house husbands. I've never heard that mess before. Damn. Until I came out here on this thing.
Damn.
They saw like they want to be housewives. That's what I hear I hear
whoa. I heard that word almost slip. What was it?
What?
Soft, something with an SOF and a T. What were you about to say?
If I didn't say it, that means I called myself.
Right? You did all
soft.
what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, soft. I'll say it. Soft.
What up, buzzing.
Damn, man. They soft. Sis. So let me ask you this question then, sis. Jesus Christ, you about to go in too. Nobody did nothing. Nobody did nothing to you.
They already did it.
What they do?
Just out here acting soft, talking about house husband. Who the fuck? You know what I pictured? This nigga in a dress cooking. You know, cheeky. Like, come on, like.
God,
brother.
Cheeky not even here.
Apron. Not an apron, not a dress, an apron, right, sis?
No, she
not
said
like
dress.
An old lady house dress.
Like a
Somebody called Cheeky.
House dress with the snaps and everything.
Somebody called Cheeky. Somebody called Cheeky, man.
One of them.
That man was dressed like Big Mama. I can't.
Granville, call Cheeky, man. Sis over here talking shit.
I was like, you did it.
No, I did not. I did not do that whatsoever.
I tried to blame you, my bad.
So, sis, let me ask you this then. Do you believe that male leadership is pivotal for a marriage? Or do you think that partnership makes more sense this day and age? But I would assume you saying male leadership is pivotal, which is why you saying that would be soft otherwise.
Yes, the more and more some of the points you all do make sense. So if I process some of the stuff you all say, yes, a leader does make sense in a marriage or relationship. So I think it's the man. I do agree with that.
Okay. So if he want to go 50-50 and he want a partnership and want your opinion in all decisions, is he soft?
I don't want him to really ask me. I want somebody to tell me, go over there and get the juice, or go sit down, go in there, make me a sandwich. Like, can you make me a sandwich? Like, I don't mind that. I want someone to take charge. I don't mind that.
Okay. And so so you would hate to walk in a house and he in there cooking?
Yes. In a dress, yes. Yeah.
Why do you keep saying dress?
That's what I'm picturing. Like, men do cook, but like when you start talking about want to be a house husband, nigga, you want to be home all day in a muumuu.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Sis, how much? Okay, let me ask you a question. For marriage this day and age, do you still believe that the man should pay the majority of the bills?
Yeah, I think men feel good doing that. I know our dad, like he feels good. Like as long as he paying the bill, he don't do anything else, and he loves that part about life. He gonna pay them bills.
Not do nothing else.
Nothing else.
Is that a fair trade? You think women today would take that as a fair trade-off, sis?
I think so. If they had it to choose from, or they had it to experience, like I think so. And then there are a large minority of women who might still want to go to work too. But I don't think a man would mind that as long as everything else is taken care of.
Okay. So you're not feeling the now, sis. Question: if let's say you paying 50% of the bills, is your man still in charge?
Yeah, because I think he's probably gonna do a little more. Like I'm still gonna expect him to do a little more because he can. He has the strength. He has the energy. No, he can.
Okay. Ro, what you think? Sis over here wilding. Somebody call Cheeky. Somebody call Granville. Go get that nigga, man. I'm about to text him.
Free my nigga Cheeky.
Yeah, man, free Cheeky, man. They don't put
him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Cheeky ain't nowhere around, right? Damn, man. What you think about the question scrolling, Ro? Do you want to get married again?
I do. But I have a different insight on it now.
Okay. Well, what about the traditional things?
Like the man paying all the bills and all of that.
Yeah, you want that?
I'm okay. I'm okay with that. And I'm like, as long as he's like sis said, your dad is, as long as he's happy doing that and that fulfills him because that makes him feel good about being able to pay all the bills and provide for the household. Yeah, I'm okay with him doing that.
Well, I understand that, but I'm talking about more of an imperative.
Yeah.
But you said you're okay with him doing if that makes him feel good. No, I'm asking, is it imperative for him to get everything he's supposed to get from you? But the trade-off is he paying the majority of the bills.
What do you mean? I mean, explain a little.
Yeah, so him paying all the bills, you get everything. He gets everything he's supposed to get customarily.
Like cooking, home cooked meal, and things
cooking,
of that.
Cleaning, he getting head, sex.
Absolutely.
You cleaning up. Now, what if then you would give him the same 50-50? Or is it tied? It was all that tied to his money?
You mean if we're 50-50, I'm not doing those things?
Well, I'm saying, are you going to do them with a smile or are you going to be sucking your teeth?
I'm going to do them with a smile because that's what I like to do. I would like to, if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I think that's an even fair trade-off. I think the problem is before people get married, they think that I don't think they fully give who they truly are and what they truly need because I don't think they know what they need.
Okay.
And that's where shit goes left.
Gotcha. Okay. You got any thoughts on this, Mary?
From my experience and women that I talk to, actually, I come across more men that are interested in marriage than the women are. Also, that it's
really,
I actually do. No, and that's because a lot of the women that I'm around, like, they're stable in their lives. You know what I'm saying? They put a lot into their career and what they do and all that, and they do understand that men now more so want somebody that's more traditional, and that's just not how they want to be. I have
Let me
friends.
ask you a question on that though.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like my age, your age? Like, are they in their mid-30s?
My age, yeah, mid-30s.
I wanted to question that a little bit. They say those things, right? But do you think people are saying things to make themselves feel better? Here's what I'm speculating. There's a level of complacency and acceptance. Okay, I can't find a man. I'm doing good. They don't want me because of X, Y, and Z. Fuck it. I'm not putting a emphasis on marriage. But if you had a real conversation with them, would that be the actual truth?
I don't think it's that. I think it's a matter of feeling safe. Women are afraid of putting so much into themselves over the time. Like, again, these are women that are full-fledged in their careers, are stable, bought their own home, things like that. So understanding that being with a man, that means giving your all, and they want traditional wives, and they want you to be able to kind of let somebody else take the lead. Women that have been so independent for so long, it it tends to feel unsafe giving that to somebody else, if that makes sense.
Is safe the right word, Dana?
Yeah, I think so, because I think that people are guarded. You know, when you work so hard for something, when you invest so much into it, and there's a potential for it to go awry, or for someone to take what you've worked so long and so hard for, that can make you feel unsafe.
Okay. I'm the word that pops in my head is fear. Would that fit there?
Yeah. That's what it is, exactly. It's the fear of investing in someone that could potentially make you lose everything.
Like what?
Like that's a lot. Like if you marry somebody and they want you to be a traditional wife, you can't. You're one of my friends. She has a master in social work, so she works a lot. You know, she works a lot. She has her own house. You know, when you marry somebody, like you're supposed to follow the lead of the man, even if it is a man that you want. You know, you do want somebody you can follow. It's just a lot that comes with you. As a woman, you change everything. You change your last name. You change your life focus. You change, you know, again, she owns a home. So having to be like, okay, now I got to go live in this man's home. Or, you know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of follow them. So thinking about like, okay, I worked so hard for everything that I have, and now I have to put that in somebody else's hands. Like, he's not going to want me to work as much. I can't be getting up at 3:00 in the morning, having a call for work, because that's not how he wants to do things.
Would you say it's kind of like she's looking at like that I becomes a we, and there's a fear there? Like, I'm so used to doing things on my own. She was almost like not selfish, but she was like, I had to think for myself.
No,
and now
you said it right. Are these women that selfish, that complacent, that defeatist mindset to where they just settle in for being alone?
Yes, because of the type of men that are out there. So they think of
it's the men's fault.
I don't think it's all just the men. I think it's partly what you were saying though, Mary, as far as like when you get into, I have a career, I have my own home, I have all these assets. Right. You're like, do I really want to have to become a we and now merge everything? I think it's a little bit of the men partly, but I think it's also when you get into your career and you start thinking about your future, you're like, okay, I'm a little bit afraid. I have to trust and feel safe. I think it's a little bit of all of
men
it.
do it. But think about this. Consider this. Men do it.
Yeah, but you don't have to relinquish control.
Yeah,
like we do.
But then also, like, what came up too is just like the men that portray a certain version of themselves because they know that you're good. So say they're like, oh, I'm this man and that, but they're really only with you because you make money. So they're like, okay, like I can go be with her and stay with her, and she got this and she got that, and I really don't have to do anything because she has everything already.
You're saying that the majority of men that are coming at these men the majority of men that are coming at these women don't have anything?
I'm saying there's like a half and half. There's either you're gonna, from what they have told me, it's either.
But Mary, let me just interject before you finish your statement. That's a some thing. So give me, where do the majority and minorities men lie or not lie? Do you think the majority of men are coming with something to lose, or you think the majority of men are coming with only to gain from her?
I feel like it depends. It would have to depend on the friend that I'm speaking about, because I have one that's in situations where men are trying to mooch off of her majority of the time, and then I have another one where the men that approach her, try to be with her, are wanting her to kind of take a step back.
I don't care about your friends that much. Like, just speculate what you think.
To me, it's going to be 50-50.
Just speculate, because that's a some answer. So just speculate. Use your friends, and then use yourself, use the ladies on the panel, and then just think about the world and the things you hear. Where would you say the majority of men are? At a deficit when it comes to women? Or do you think that they're bringing what they need to bring to the table so that that woman doesn't lose if she gets with them? What do you think?
I don't think a majority is bringing what they need to bring to the table.
What is that?
as far as taking the lead and having all their shit together.
Well, consider this. If you're saying this woman doesn't want to relinquish all these things, is she ready to be led?
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, yeah, like you had a show before where you're like, do women want what they're asking for? That's where that kind of comes in. And it's like, yes, I want to do that, but I also don't want to lose myself in the process. So it's like, do I really want that? And that's where it's safer. Like I said, the word safe. It's safer for me to just kind of keep going the way that I am versus taking that chance.
Okay. Do you think the women are ready to be led? Come on. You don't got a windmill. You can answer honestly.
Because it depends on what
you want to go in the back for the second to think about it, like in terms of stop saying some.
Because there's women that don't have much, and those are the ones that are easily ready to be led.
We always have a choice, Mary, so it's always going to fall on her to say that she's ready or she's not ready.
Yeah. Do you think these women who have amassed these things that they are afraid of losing are ready to be led? The obvious answer would be no.
I don't know if it's fear, if I can jump in.
The ones that are of fear, or what was the other word Mary used initially?
Safe
for the sake of the conversation. Is it fair to say that they are not ready to be led if they think that that is their role in a marriage?
Yeah.
Mary?
Yeah.
No, and logically it would make sense, right? You're saying they don't want to lose this stuff, you know. So is leadership? That's why I have this question scrolling. Is leadership still required, or do women want 50-50 to make decisions together? Because Mary's saying successful women don't want to relinquish all the things. They want to have a hyphenated name, or keep their name, or put their name as their middle name, etc.
This was be a hierarchy in any relationship dynamic, though.
I don't know if it's I'm losing my train of thought. I don't know if a woman knows this man is truly a leader upon meeting all these men that are married. I think you learn it as you go throughout the marriage, like what the strengths are within a man. I don't know if they know before being married, because anyone could get married.
Sis, so you mentioned he don't know if he a leader, but why is the conversation on a man's value always financial? Does that sound problematic?
No, that's what you bring to the table is your money and strength.
What about decision-making capabilities? Like, because there has to be somebody that has almost like a final say, if you will.
That could be one of their strengths. You know, they can, I didn't want to say lead, but it is what it is. But yeah, someone that's not dumb that can make decisions. Yeah. But I'm just thinking of all the people that I know that are married. They don't have all these qualities and strengths and things. So I'm just thinking to myself,
damn,
what's going on here, you know?
Damn. So why not, sis, if you seeing that, why not just get you a 60-40, 50-50 and make decision together? If you're saying they don't, why did he gotta pay for all your shit and he dumb? And you say you think he dumb and you don't know if he can lead, but you want him to pay for everything. That sounds pretty unfair.
Well, I'm not really that picky. I just have become
no, sis, stop. What? You don't care how niggas look. You'll date an ugly nigga in a heartbeat, but you want them to have certain attributes.
Yes.
It's safe to say. It's safe. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. It's safe to say, out of your last 6 boyfriends, 3 of them ain't alive.
You wildin'.
If you ain't thugging, sis ain't fucking with you.
You
could be ugly as you want.
Stop. Get him there. I don't know what's going on.
Golly.
What was I saying though? I don't even know what I was saying. Okay, let me go back. So I don't know if it's fear of losing stuff. When you after we've obtained, I think because we do let different men in, or we don't. If it's the right man, if it feels good to us, we'll kind of let it in. We're not thinking about our bank account or houses like that or stuff that we accumulated. We don't think about that. If that man makes 90% of us feel good, we're kind of trying it out, seeing what works, and then that's that.
Okay,
Sorry, go
ahead, Dan. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, just to answer or to address what you said earlier, Hemp. I feel like because women are more women than ever before, I think, are in a position where they have a lot more to lose because they've amassed so many things. And so, like Mary was saying, they're afraid to give up the control or just lose themselves in the relationship. I think more women, more than ever, are more amenable to a 50-50 situation because they still maintain a level of control and a say-so, as opposed to submitting to a sole leader of the household or of the family. Now, that's obviously not everybody, but there's still some traditional women, but it's just easier to, it's an easier pill to swallow than to just give them full control of everything.
And Dana, consider this. Men are afraid of their assets and how they can lose them, right? Being the breadwinner, etc. Right? Women have been amassing their own level of wealth. That's the wrong term, but you catch my drift.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of friction. So Cheeky's basic premise is let her contribute just as much as you contribute, and we have the same amount of worries. People lead in what they're good at.
A lot of people are okay with that. A lot of men are okay with that. And in fact, they're more expecting of it. And you don't see it as much in YouTube world, but in the real world, especially in this area where we are in the DMV area, there are far more men who are who would prefer a 50-50 situation or would prefer you to work and contribute than to, relinquish or to be in a more traditional role. That's the preference.
Okay. But I'm having trouble with if a man approaches a woman, right, who does have these things, and he says, I'm buying this home, come live with me. Like you still have all your things. I don't know what control is being given up at that juncture outside of you paying all your own bills and taking care of yourself by yourself. I don't see women turning down that offer. That's where I'm at with that.
Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That help the channel the most.
Wow.
Let me read this super chat. Alex was popping. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and we out.